Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I'm sitting here with the one and only, the Pro Club Bandit, the live stream kick legend, just a phenomenal streamer, a world champion, the heaviest hands, and they call him the heaviest hands for a reason because he likes to say he's got the heaviest meat. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest co-host, Rampage Jaxxon!
Yeah, Midnight Meat Train!
The Midnight Meat Train!
Fuck all y'all!
The Midnight Meat Train.
Fuck y'all.
And we're sitting here with a legend in the MMA game, a pioneer, a guy who's been around, I would say maybe even longer than Rampage. The guy's been fighting for as long as I've been watching MMA. Ladies and gentlemen, not Tim the Toolman the Carpenter, but the Carpenter, the one, the only, Clay Guida! Wake it up, baby! The best hair in MMA! Sorry about it, Paulo Costa.
Guys, thanks for having me on the show. I appreciate it, Bear and the champ, Quentin Rampage Jaxxon. Been watching him since day one. His wrestling career back in the day at Lassen.
Yeah.
Got to watch him in junior college, man.
Well, you watched me in junior college?
So I was, we knew, you were wrestling in college, so we were always fans of that. Once I got, I wrestled at Harper College, and we would see you guys in tournaments along the way. But yeah, we were always fans of Lassen,
Yeah. I sucked in college.
Yeah, the Tony Davis days, Williams brothers, so we got a lot of love for the JUCO guys, man.
Yeah. That was a tough school. That was tough. I had some tough teammates.
Didn't Brock Lesnar go there?
Yeah, he went after I left, though. He went after I left. I never met him.
Well, so Brock went there and then he went to South Dakota State or North Dakota State, and then he went to Minnesota.
Minnesota after.
Okay.
That's where Gable Stevenson won all his his NCAA titles at.
Correct.
Great school for wrestling. And then Wyatt came through.
Oh, Hendrickson,
God.
man, the American hero.
Oh my God! Did you watch
Captain
that match?
America.
No.
Wow! At the kind of like same situation Gable had in the Olympics. Right towards the end is when it counts, and you turn it into that fourth gear, and you really just see the victory. Wyatt did what he did at the Olympics to him, and it was an incredible match. But Gable's a good friend of ours, and always been supportive of the team. But Wyatt's that next generation coming through. You see the power and the way he just handles himself on the mats is incredible. How long have you guys known each other?
Probably 15 years, I think, through one of our old coaches and teammates, Alex Trujillo.
Oh, yes, right. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
here.
Midwest Training Center, man.
Yeah.
Midnight Meat Train?
No, he was at Midwest Training Center.
Midwest. I was like, that's a crazy gym name. Have you ever seen Midnight Meat Train?
Nope.
One of my favorite movies. It's kind of like a John Wick meets the I have a serious set of skills.
You know why he watched the movie? Because he thought it was a gay porn.
You know what?
It was a horror
You know what?
movie,
You've
and
been
the Japanese guy named it Midnight Meat Train. I have no idea why. I asked him not to, but he was scrolling for something else.
Brother, we got Clay Guida here. You've been phenomenal on your stream. You've been funny all week. You're hanging out with hot chicks again. I know you're doing something sexual at night because you're in a good mood. You got your brand new Pro Club on. Let's not do with all the jokes towards me, and let's just have a nice, happy conversation with an MMA legend.
Why you got to bring up the movie Midnight Meat Train? It's an embarrassing title.
I don't know. I was.
You started the shit off.
Well, this morning, I was at the doctor, so I got on the elevator. I was looking at my content, and I was like, I wonder what I could talk about today on an MMA podcast with an MMA legend. That's all. But what?
You've been trolling me nonstop lately. And
That's what friends are for, right, fellas?
Clay Guida, you ever seen him live stream?
Nope.
Okay.
I never done the live stream stuff.
You know what TTS is?
You guys just told me.
Text to talk, right?
To talk.
I just learned how to do. So you go to this website, whatever I tell the website, and I pay $5, it'll say. So like yesterday, I was like, wrote something in, paid the $5, and it'll say it like
in a different voice?
in a different voice, in an AI voice, good catch, while he's streaming. So he's playing Rainbow Sherbert game. What's it called? What's the game you play?
Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, he's playing that Rainbow Six Man, and he's doing this, and it's like John Jones, and no one knows who it is. It's just the name, John Jones. So everybody thinks it's John, and it's like, hey, Rampage, remember me? And then Rampage's like, oh, that's Bear. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. So
Sharp, man.
It was funny.
Trolling me while I'm streaming. A couple thousand people in there and just embarrassing me. He's supposed to be my friend.
Trying to bust your balls,
Yeah,
man.
bust my balls.
I got to do it. He's back in the game now because he got a girl. You're not wearing your wedding ring today?
I don't got no girl.
He had a girl. You know what it feels like to be in a good mood where everything's going right?
Everything's great,
It's
man.
like towards the end of your camp, you're feeling healthy,
Oh, yeah.
getting ready to win. That's what he's feeling like right now.
All
You
right,
see the
man.
brand new fresh tee? I like when you're like this. The
On
energy
top.
likes this.
Yep.
The guests like this. The audience likes this. You know what I'm saying? You good? You good or no?
Let's get on with the
All
part.
right, cool. Did you guys ever train together?
No, we fought on the same card.
Yep.
We fought on the same card. A couple times. One time was maybe it was Chicago.
Chicago was one. Yeah, back home where we're from. I think Big J. Yeah, my brother Jason trained with you for a while.
Oh,
and
that's
Alex
right,
back in the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, never had the pleasure of training with the champ, man.
Yeah. Alex Trujillo used to be down here with us with Timo Yama.
Yep.
Oh wow.
That's one of your coaches.
Correct.
Yeah. He's a good guy. He's real good. He got like a successful gym out there in Chicago.
Did you ever train with Oyama?
Nope, we've been a big fan of Coach Colin Ayama as well. And yeah, he's got a stable of fighters, and it's amazing to see him still out there just putting out, top athletes, man. It's incredible to see, how some of these coaches have been doing it for so long, and they're still, the projection to see these, these athletes that they're putting out. It's amazing because the martial arts game, MMA is training, it's changing so quickly, man. And these coaches keep coming up with new recipes for success. It's incredible.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest keys or biggest success we've seen in your career is your cardio, your pace, the way you've been able to stay in shape, the way you've been able to kind of like control your body, your flow. Because so many people get injured in camps, out of camps, or they just don't have the health to continuously fight. Like we've seen a lot of great fighters, but they don't have the health or the cardio to continue it. What is the secret?
Yeah, we've been very blessed in our career to never have any injuries, which is kind of crazy for as long as we've been competing. Been wrestling my whole life since I was 6 years old, fighting for 20 or 21 years, but with never any serious injuries. And you know what? Everybody knows, our skill, our technique wasn't always there. I didn't hit as hard as these guys. I wasn't as fast as them. I wasn't as strong as them. But people knew that, we were gonna make them tired eventually, and we didn't have the skill set that they did. But I was like, I knew if I can just drag these guys into the second and third round and keep that high pace, I was gonna have a chance to maybe finish them or get our hand raised at the end. And there was, nothing to it, you know what I mean? But I always knew I'd outwork this guy. This guy's a better striker. This guy's probably a better wrestler, better jiu-jitsu. But guess what? I got the recipe for success. We always got our gas tank reserve, set on reserve, man.
Yeah, it's the gas tank. You've always talked about this, right? Cardio is like such a big part of everybody's play, everybody's career nowadays.
Yeah, I know, but seeing as those little guys, they can go forever.
We go for a while.
Little guy. I don't know why you do that.
Well, I'm a big guy.
I'm a little guy, man. It's all good.
I mean, bro, they're not. I mean, how much do you walk around at right now?
165, 168.
That's not little. You think that's
to you?
What are you at? 250, 260? What do you
Probably
walk around?
245.
Yeah, but you carry it nicely.
That's what she said.
Oh God, you see that? You see that? See what I'm going with?
Look
that?
what
Clay?
you started, man.
Yeah, we just getting started.
He's feeling good, man.
Did you ever watch the fight? It's like one of the most legendary fights. I think it was inducted in the UFC HOF, the Diego Sanchez fight. Did you ever watch that?
I'm sure I did.
That's like got to be one of the most legendary fights.
It was one for its time and place, man. It was a barn burner.
Yeah,
it was one of those. As soon
Wait,
as the
run
fight
that
started,
in the background.
And as a matter of fact, I was training with Alex Trujillo at the time, Midwest Training Center, and the whole camp, my brother and Coach Alex, they told me, Clay, don't back up in the fight. The bell rings. First thing I do, back to the cage, and Diego just unleashed a barrage of punches and knees. First time I ever got cut in a fight, I literally had like the letter Y right here on the side of my, eyeball right up here. I'd never been cut like that, and the blood started coming down. It was wild. And then he kicks me in the face. It was the kick heard around the world, or at least around Vegas at least. And I went down, I popped up, and I shot, all I knew what to do was shoot a double leg or a single leg, and I took him down. And from there, the whole fight was just like survival mode.
God.
Just instinct.
I mean, this is crazy.
Yeah.
This is legendary. Like
he landed
MMA
about
right here.
probably 20 unanswered strikes, man.
Like when you're getting hit like that, what are you thinking? Is it ever going to
I
stop?
hold on for dear life, man. My mouth guard went flying out, and Josh Rosenthal, the referee, saw me the next day after the fight, and he goes, Guida, he's like, dude, you're so crazy. He's like, when you were getting teed off on, right there, my mouth guard goes flying out. And he goes, dude, I saw your mouth guard go out, and I was going to stop, and you looked over at me, and I saw you, and you did this with your finger. Like, don't stop the fight yet. And just kind of laughed. He's like, I thought you were the craziest dude ever.
How you fight with all that hair in your face?
Man, apparently not well. I mean, judging by this fight.
I mean, the hair moving so fast, like the lead singer of like Guns N' Roses or something, adds to the effect of you getting hit.
It's like Motley Crue, man. Our worst moments.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
rough,
I don't know
dude.
if those are landing or not, but that's a lot of punches being thrown at you at one time.
It was bad news, man. Yeah, and we were cut right there, and I think the blood was just about to start. Here's where he kicks me in the face.
Yeah, this kid, oh my God. You got up quick.
You got up quick. You laid and you just said fuck that and came back. Yeah.
It was like right across my chin or right across my teeth. It was brutal.
If you would have stayed back, the ref would have stopped.
Bent over for sure.
These types of fights made fans of MMA. I mean, these fights are legendary fights.
But look, he already recovered from it.
And you know what? It was awesome because it was at the Pearl at the Palms, which is such a badass venue. It goes straight up. There's like 2 or 3 mezzanines, and everybody is literally like right on top of you looking down, and it's so loud, and they're just going bananas. My buddies are telling me they're getting in fights in the crowd. They're like, dude, we were fighting all these dudes who were running their mouth, making fun of you. And this, yeah, it got pretty crazy in the Palms.
I see his strategy. His strategy was like, I'm going to beat his fist up with my face until he gets tired.
Until he gets tired from it.
Rampage, you think that was his strategy?
I'm telling you.
And then he slams me here.
But Rampage, you really think that was his strategy?
Because when he was teeing off on you, you just blocking a little bit, but you wasn't. Yeah. You was blocking a lot on with your face.
But were they hurting?
Yeah. Kids at home, for anyone practicing mixed martial arts, do not use this as a strategy. It's a bad one to learn.
No, you don't feel it while you're in there, though.
You're right.
You don't feel the
adrenaline's amazing.
Yeah,
I mean, something's got to be going through your mind. You're either as tough as nails, which we know you are with how long of a career you've had, or it just doesn't, being punched doesn't hurt. Oh, this was crazy. The scramble's crazy. Look at the blood all over the floor.
Just a mess.
Oh, look, he's pissed now. Now he's like...
Yeah, you woke up. The bad boy.
Yeah, now Guida's in it. But that was the end of the first round? Or that was the end of the
So that was
round?
just a highlight. Yeah, I went from the first round through the whole fight. Yeah, just all the
So
all
you
the
came
highlights.
back and won. So you came back and
It was
won.
Alex.
You came back and won that.
We lost a split decision, man.
Yeah.
So I think what happened is he got a 10-8 round, and then we won the next 2. So people were saying maybe it could have been a draw, but you know what? A fight like that, nobody loses. I give that fight to Diego Sanchez all day. Diego, thank you. That got us inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame. And, it takes more than one person. You know what I mean? So thank you, Diego. You're the man. That was one for the books, one for the ages, man.
You've been with UFC since like the Spike TV days. And you've seen Dana White during those days, during this days, the TKO days. Has Dana been the same throughout the whole time with you?
Always super cool with my family, and I, and, just, him giving us, big fights. I was main event, a handful of times, which was awesome. And, when I think main event, I think watching Quentin Rampage Jaxxon. I think watching him in Pride. I think watching him, win the UFC title. Sometimes I don't project myself as, being a main event fighter. Granted, that wasn't on a pay-per-view, but we got to, headline a bunch of badass cards, which I thought was super cool for me from being a kid from a small town and, just a little wrestling background. But yeah, I think of main events. I think of big name guys like him, John Jones, Anderson Silva's. You know what I mean?
DC.
The pioneers, man. That are really making. They're moving the needle.
Yeah.
So
did you text Dana, tell him happy birthday the other day?
You already know. My mom told me it's the boss's birthday.
What's the relationship in terms of like getting the fights over the years? Did you always have a manager, or did you work directly with Dana back then?
Yeah, we had a manager, and so they would deal with him on some of the bigger ones, but then as you know, he's dealing with the needle movers. He's dealing with the pay-per-view guys, with the superstars. Dealt with Joe Silva for years, and he would deal with my manager at the time, John Fosco, who managed me forever, and now Sean Shelby, deals with Lloyd Pearson and Mick and Hunter and all those guys. So it's always nice having representation.
Yeah, I see some people have talked about like you and your story. We asked the Jaxxon podcast Discord about training at different gyms. They talked about Team Alpha Male. They talked about Jaxxon Wing. They talked about, you having the ability to train at probably 2 of the most storied MMA gyms, or like the idea of at least being around those fighters, those coaches, those energies. Can you kind of walk us through the difference between both of those and your career with both of those gyms?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so it first all started out, in Illinois. I trained with Joey Gilbert, who fought BJ Penn in both their first pro fights in UFC, it was either 23 or 32. I can't remember. It was in Atlantic City. And so Joey was a 4-time Illinois state champ, one of the greatest wrestlers in Illinois history, besides the Williams brothers. And so he started the gym. So my brother and I went to, train there first. And then, was training with Gilbert Grappling and Midwest Training Center and Alex Trujillo and Izzy Martinez, Izzy Style Wrestling. So I was working and training with all those gyms, for those years, about 5 or 6 years in Chicago. And, just was, trying to, seek out different partners. And so we heard about, everyone knows about Greg Jackson, Mike Winklejohn's gym, the storied gym of, countless, MMA legends, UFC legends. And So we went out there, drove my RV across the country, and started training with those guys, and got to work out with my buddy Cub Swanson, who I saw on the way here, and Carlos Condit. Just so, Donald Cerrone, Diego Sanchez. After we fought, he came back and then we trained together, so years later.
How was that? How was training with Diego?
Dude, the first day back, it happened to be sparring day and I hadn't seen Diego in a couple of years and he just popped in, it happened to be sparring day and everyone's like, you guys got to get one round. And so we put the gloves on, put the headgear on, and everybody in the gym stopped to watch us. Remember, John Jones was training, Travis Brown was in there, Cerrone, all these guys sat and watched Diego and I do one more 5-minute round, dude. And it looked pretty damn close to that, what you just saw, dude.
That's crazy.
He's like, dude, you're nuts. I'm like, same with you, Diego. Let's not do that again, man. And we just sat there, laughed, hugged each other. That was it. I think it was, everybody had to kind of see that one more time, man. So
Man, I don't think I sparred anybody that I. Okay,
fought?
I did.
Who?
I did.
Who?
Joey Beltran. He came and helped me.
the Mexicutioner.
Yeah, he came
What
and
a
helped me.
badass.
Yeah, he came and helped me train for some fights. I remember now. Yeah, love that guy.
He's a savage, dude.
He's
He
tough.
was so fun to watch.
Yeah.
Is he doing the bare knuckle now, or he was
I think.
for a little bit?
Last I heard, he was doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you at the gym when the rumored story of Aldon Amagov knocked out John Jones?
No way.
At
I was
the
not.
gym?
I was not there for that.
But you know that guy?
I've heard of him.
You haven't seen him though.
We keep seeing and heard this story
Big guy,
first
right?
time. Yeah.
I don't know how he looked.
I don't know.
Right.
We heard the
Dude,
first
his
story
name-
from Carlos
his name
Condit.
sounds scary.
Yeah.
Carlos Condit told us the story.
Okay.
Hey, Wayne, you want to pull it up because they faced off yesterday in a ring somewhere. Wayne, can you pull up Aldon and John Jones in the ring? And they faced off yesterday. I was wondering maybe
What's his name?
Aldon Amagov, I believe. Is that what his name is? Adlon or Amagov? No, Adlon Amagov, I think is his name.
Aldon Adcock.
No. Adlon Amagov.
Okay.
I can't even spell that.
Adlan.
AMAG.
Adcock.
Yeah.
ADDACOC.
Oh, no, that ain't it. That's for sure ain't it. Aldon, ALDAN, and then Amagov, AMAGOV. This guy literally faced off
Sounds
with
like
John
a
Jones
giant.
in a ring yesterday, and I'm wondering if it was real, but I'm sure you would know. How was the energy in that gym with John Jones and everybody in there? Carlos Condit.
It was great, man.
Was Cerrone there?
Yep, Cerrone. We would train every day, and you talk about one of the toughest dudes to spar with. First of all, he's a giant. I'm a midget.
Cerrone or John Jones?
Cerrone. He's huge, dude, and he would whip everybody. He would have the best rounds with everyone. He just kill everyone in the gym. Every time I would try to spar with him, he would be nice, knee in the chest. So he was at that range where when I would throw a jab, he could just throw an up knee right into your sternum, knock the wind out of you. I try to take him down, stuff you, go behind, kick you in the head, But he was always cool. He would take his time and teach you a couple things afterwards. Hey Clay, here's what you're doing. You're dropping this here. You know what I mean? You're moving the wrong way. But Donald is probably the toughest sparring partner. I'm sorry, toughest guy to spar for me because I'm short. He's big. He's a kickboxer. He got a Muay Thai background. Strong as shit, freaky athlete. Dude's rides dirt bikes, used to ride bulls. Like there's nothing. You see him on his wakeboard now. There's nothing Donald Cerrone can't do.
He pulled off one of my favorite combos in MMA history when he threw that combo with the head kick. You know,
Me too.
Fuck, I don't know that.
Hey,
nigga,
pull up
man.
the Cerrone head kick combo.
I don't
Since
know
you
who
guys
he
can't
was.
spell, and remind me to get you guys a hooked on phonics.
I think
membership.
I can't remember. He did up, low, then head kick.
Yep.
I thought that should have ended the fight, but whoever the guy was, he was tough. That was one of my favorite combos.
I know which one you're talking.
You know
about.
what I'm talking about? I just don't know.
Pull that up, Cerrone head
It's
kick
like
combo.
it is picture perfect. Man.
Yeah, I don't remember who the guy was he fought though.
Let me see.
Head kick?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen him in the movies, Cowboy?
So I've just seen like videos of him. I haven't actually watched one yet, but it's.
I've
cool.
done like 2 or 3
Looks
movies
good.
with him. He's surprisingly, he's one of
talented.
the best MMA actors, bro. He's way better than me.
talented,
Bro, he
man.
can cry on cue.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
What movie did you film with Cerrone?
We did a movie called Mojave Diamonds, where I killed his girlfriend right in front of him in the movie, and then we did another movie in Thailand, 3 Days in Malay or some shit. Bro, he's an awesome actor, bro. And I was like, "Who you study with, bro? I want to go learn that shit." He's like, nobody.
Did you train with him at all?
Acting?
No, the MMA.
Man, dude, I look like I was fat as fuck when I was in Thailand. I
Here,
wasn't trying.
is it this one right here?
Let me see.
I would say it's against this Brazilian guy. I think it might have been in Chicago too.
No, that wasn't.
Or no.
This is just a top
Yep.
5 finishes.
That wasn't
Yep.
it?
This
Yeah,
is
it
this
was
Brazilian guy,
but that's not
Pereira or Ferreira. Yep. I was at that fight. That was in
Oh,
Chicago.
that's not the one though. That's not the combo.
He did have incredible kickboxing. His like I mean, I know it's more of a Muay Thai, but just the way he would able to kick off certain pivots, like so much power, so much torque.
No, that wasn't.
I know what
wasn't
you're
a
talking
combo.
about, Rampage. Remember, he like whips his head and throws the leg
but
behind it.
Yeah, I think he went high, then he went low, and then boom with the head kick.
This
out.
one?
Right, it didn't knock the dude out. Oh,
I
man,
love when he wore the
no.
2XL like Muay Thai XL, shorts
Oh,
with
yeah.
the cut.
Slid up the side.
Yeah, because it's like half
That's not
Muay
the
Thai,
one.
half
That's
like
not the one either.
sweet.
tap
It's a
out.
combo.
Let me see. He has a lot of highlights.
Oh, it's unreal.
Oh, he did the ground and pound? Oh no,
Oh,
that's
that
when he
was
hung
against
on
that.
to
Oh,
it.
he probably didn't
That was that
move on.
Hernandez kid, Alex Hernandez, I think.
Oh, he can't find it. It's okay.
It was a nasty combo, picture perfect. Like it's every Muay Thai striker's dream to land that.
Is it this one?
Let me see.
This
This might be the guy. Let me see. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
nice
he
one.
spun him around
He spun him
360.
around.
Run that back.
Yeah,
Run that back.
That's a nice combo right there.
Yeah.
I try to train that with my son.
Wait, did you like study this clip combo to try to train, or is this like a combo you already had been taught?
Well, no, I like that combo, but I don't kick to the head. But look, he lowers him down, and that's why I could have kicked him to the head because of that. If I want to kick somebody in the head, I had to do that combo.
To have them linked over.
Yeah, because
Gotcha.
I'm not flexible like that. Look at this combo.
No, I love the body shot.
Look at he spun his ass
He
around.
spun him around.
It's crazy too because if you wanted to generate more power, if the guy's already coming down towards your kick, what a great combo, huh?
That was a
For
great
guy like
combo.
you.
Yeah.
Remember when he kicked Matt Brown? One of my favorites to watch too, the Immortal. He kicked Matt Brown because the same thing. His head was down and he's met him right there. It was like, damn. And that fight was 50-50. It was going back and
It's
forth.
this one right here.
Yep.
This is when he was the Matt Brown fight. Yep, that's a great
Bing.
kick.
Oh,
Boom.
yeah.
And Matt Brown's a gangster.
They were
And
going
Matt Brown is a
at it.
gangster. We did a podcast with him. I was already a fan of him before the podcast. But one thing I love about MMA fighters, similar to yourself, when they're just like real, authentic, tell both sides of the story the exact same way, like whether they win or lose. And that guy's just got the best stories. And he's just so real, dude.
Yeah, he asked Matt Brown for his phone number afterwards. It was kind of sus the way he did it, though.
Really?
I'm just putting it out.
Oh, I
there.
didn't already have it to book him to get him here?
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
no,
dude.
no, you had
Yeah,
you had
dude.
his agent's number.
No,
Don't.
They want a little dinner date.
Yeah,
okay.
He invited him
Okay.
to Nobu.
Yeah, okay. Oh my God. Is there someone in the UFC right now that reminds you of you a little bit when you were coming up in the game?
Man, one of my favorite dudes to watch right now, whether people love him or hate him, I think he's one of the coolest, happiest dudes out there. The Georgian, man. Marab
Or Ilya?
Josh Vilya. Yeah.
Wow, Marab's a gangster.
He is something else. And you know what? It's cool because he came up from the country, probably didn't speak English, and he was working construction. He puts up pictures of videos of him working, doing concrete, with his construction boots on, man. And he's like, I had nothing, and he had to learn the trade. He had to work his way up, and he knew what he wanted to do was fight.
Be honest. Before you knew him, did you think he was Mexican? No? Or you just knew he was
That's
Georgian?
crazy.
I did not know he was Georgian
Bro,
at all.
that's-
You didn't know?
No.
You assumed he was Mexican?
No,
Bro.
Yeah, to me,
What, he worked construction?
Not only Mexicans work construction. Mighty Mouse worked
I worked
construction.
construction.
Damn right, we all
Yeah. I grew up working construction. But I'm just saying, the first time I met him, it was at Lagos Mexican restaurant in Fullerton, and they was carrying him on his shoulders by my mariachi band.
That's crazy.
I thought the nigga was Mexican.
That's crazy because he worked. That's crazy. Only you could say something like that.
But yeah, he's got just so many, similarities. And I love him, but he took over my takedown record too. So I think I was second or third all-time takedowns, and he just blew past me. And I think he's only been in the UFC for like 7 years. I was in the
he's
UFC for 19 years, and all of a sudden this kid just blows right by. But yeah, he's just a machine. And one of the fights that made me really, be super pumped was when he fought Peter Yan, former champ, and he took him down like 22 or 25 times.
Yeah.
And Peter Yan, that dude can wrestle. A Russian dude. That dude can wrestle, and he took him down because he knew he wasn't going to stand a strike with him for too long, and he totally took Yan out of his game. And Peter Yan knew the takedown was coming, and guess what? He was still just like, when sometimes that wrestler gets on you, like the Matt Hughes, back in the day, you ain't getting up, and you just get that face, and that's kind of what Peter Yan looked like too. And he was so fun to watch for so long, man. But
What do you think it is about Marab that makes him so great?
his gas tank, his mentality, knowing that he doesn't give a shit what you do, what your strength is, your striking, your jiu-jitsu, whatever, he's gonna instill his power on you. And it's going to be wrestling, and then he's going to start out striking you. But I just think he's so mentally tough from where he came and what he dealt with in his country. I don't know all the backgrounds, but I heard it wasn't super safe at the time when he was growing up. Then he came over, and he endured so much. He got over so many obstacles. Learning the language and learning to wrestle, and then going out and training with these guys. These badass dudes. Out in out in Jersey.
Wait. He didn't wrestle in high school like other wrestlers and stuff like that?
I don't even know if that dude went to high school. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Because I don't know how those countries, how they work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who knows if that...
I
I hope he did.
Where he's from, Georgia? Is that like a big wrestling country or something?
I mean, Armin's from Georgia. Ilya's from Georgia. Giga's from Georgia. Armin's a great wrestler, but I think it's
Is Giga a great wrestler too?
Giga,
more striking.
Amazing striker.
But, I mean,
yeah.
I think the Caucasus right now, they have just embedded in their company, in their culture, is sport of wrestling.
What'd
right?
you say?
So the mountains, like the ranges. The
No, that ain't what
Caucasus.
you said. The what?
The Caucasus. You don't know what that is?
Caucus, Caucus. The
Well,
caucus.
you're like a spelling bee champ. That's the third word you've spelled out loud.
Great spelling bee
Yeah.
champ, bud.
Oh, for real, you spell to be champion?
You guys want to hear what the word I got out on?
Yeah.
It's a word I never even heard. So I was in the regional championship. I won the 5th grade in the class, and then I went to the regional one. You ever hear the word boisterous?
Never heard that word.
No, what's that
Me
mean?
neither. You should have seen my parents in the crowd, all these other people, they say, Clayton, spell the word boisterous. And all these adults are looking at each other like, what was the word? And I think of the word boast, like being, outgoing, you know what I mean, kind of bragging. So I said Boasterous. And they're like, no, Boisterous. So I was one vowel off. Yeah, that one stuck with me forever.
You didn't ask him to use it in a sentence?
I did, but still, I thought boast, Boast, because it's very, very similar. Just the meaning of it.
Yeah. What did that word actually mean? Did you ever find out that word?
Yeah, kind of like bragging and
It was the same.
speaks about yourself. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
look it up.
Yeah, that's
Can we look
Bear.
at boisterous on the real and get the
I don't-
definition?
I don't brag.
Boisterous.
You're the one that's always bragging about, oh man, just because I don't have girth don't mean I'm not good in bed. I'm like, well, we don't need to know all that. You're the one always saying all that weird stuff. It's crazy too because one thing about Merab, I don't feel like he gets enough credit. What he did to Umar, because Umar's a phenomenal wrestler, was a phenomenal fighter, is still a phenomenal fighter. But the way he was able to control the pace, the intensity, the grappling, the way he was able to throw him around and control the whole fight, how does he not get credit for that? I know he does, but he should get a lot more credit for he took a guy who's known for being this Dagestanian, unstoppable, Habib.
Merab
Yes.
is not a Dagestani.
No, he took Umar out of his game. That's what Umar's known for.
And he was way bigger. So I was at the weigh-ins at that one the day before, and I was getting interviewed by someone by the UFC, and next thing you know, a water bottle flies, and then these dudes are going at it, Umar and his guys, and I think Nate Diaz's camp, here we go again, dude.
Oh, Nate Diaz is a crazy fight. What about your fight with him?
That was a wild one, man. That was UFC 80-something. I can't remember. It was when BJ Penn and GSP had their third fight, the finale one, dude. We kicked off the card, the main card, back and forth. Nate was out striking me, but I took him down a bunch of times. When guys shoot on him and his brother, they'll do that Kimura. I wasn't letting no jiu-jitsu guy Kimura me, so I picked him up and I spiked him on his head, and he rolled out, and I was in side control. And I had his back, and I put him in a full Nelson. And I remember going back and watching the fight, and Joe Rogan's like, holy smokes, Guida's got him in a full Nelson. This has never been done in the UFC before. And I had him, and I was just ripping knees to his body. And Nate was good. He was slick. And then he would get back up, and I remember he don't wrestle, but he half hip tossed me, and I didn't go to the ground. I kind of landed. I remember watching the fight, and I would literally just kind of was flying across like that, and I landed, jumped up, and grabbed him again, took him down. But Nate's a dog, man. He's tough. He can fight. It'd be fun to get one of those back, maybe in a bare knuckle fight or something like that, or maybe box with Nate, because I know he ain't gonna wrestle. But
you also got to fight another scrap pack. You got to fight Gilbert Melendez.
Yep, and I say to this day, Gilbert Melendez, probably the toughest dude I've ever fought, and toughest fight. And he took my Strikeforce belt after I won it from Josh Thompson in 2006. I was the first lightweight champion of Strikeforce, and then I had to defend the belt against Gilbert 3 months later. And I had his back, took him down in the first round. I had a rear naked choke on him, and I could hear him gurgling almost. I'm like, oh, I got it. And then he did this. He always had this move because he would give up his back sometimes and he would spin guys around and he just like shook me off, bounced me on my head. And then that was it. And then he beat me up for 4 or 5 rounds. I went to a split decision. He won. But yeah, it was tough to give up that belt, man, but he earned it. And Gilbert was always one of those guys. I loved watching him and Josh Thompson fight. I watched watching him come over to the UFC and have such success and just tough as shit, man. WEC guy. And
the Strikeforce belt, having that must have been phenomenal because that's like a pride name. Like when you hear pride, you think like total dogs. You hear Strikeforce, like a lot of good fighters came from Strikeforce. Like a lot of people look at Strikeforce as one of those leagues. It's like one of those very nostalgic things.
Oh, you and Gilbert
right here.
Y'all had the same hair.
Same hair is right.
Talk to me about winning that belt at Strikeforce.
Man, I tell you what, they brought us in to, I would say, to be a tomato can. No one ever heard of this Midwest kid who had 20-something wins. I think I only had 1, maybe 2 losses at the time. And Josh Thompson was already, well known. He'd already been in the UFC. He fought Yves Edwards. I think he maybe had 1 or 2 other fights in the UFC. He was beating big guys, big names. And maybe they just brought me in because I had, a record. And then we went out there and kind of just, all we knew. I didn't know how to strike at all, but all I knew how to do was wrestle and ground and pound and hold guys down. And I tell you what, the first time we went out there, I looked like, and we were in the San Jose, we were at the Shark Tank where Josh is from. The whole place is booing us. It's just my brother is in the corner. They gave me 2 tickets, so I got 2 of my cousins, Andrew and Chris, are up in the rafters. They're in the nosebleeds, and the whole place is booing us, man. And I remember the first takedown I shot, Josh threw a knee, and it clipped me, dude. And I'm glad I grabbed his legs, dude, because I went to a whole, another hemisphere. I was like, oh, my goodness, dude. Is the fight over? And boom, right? I got him up against the fence, and I just kind of, just stayed on top of him. I did this for 25 minutes. It was ugly. And all I knew, take this dude down because he can strike, he can wrestle a little bit, he can kick, he can knee. He already proved that, And it was just one of those. I think we surprised everybody, man. No one expected us to have the gas tank. I remember Phil Baroni was the commentator. And I went back and watched the fight. You hear you could hear the commentators. They're like all, not biased, but they're like, I don't know if Guida's ready to do this for 25 minutes. And every time he's saying that, I would take Josh down again. But it was awesome to fight legends like that. You know what I mean? Josh was a guy, I got to watch in the UFC. And all I knew to do was just run his ass down, man.
I feel like the Strikeforce, because of the merger, Pride, they did the same thing, right? They kind of just merged you right into the UFC. They didn't really...
not me. I left, though. I left Pride before.
Yeah, but the fighters, they kind of just merge them.
Okay,
Same with Strikeforce. They kind of just merge you into, we see it right now with Patchy Mix and the Bellator. They kind of just merge them right into the UFC tough fights. Aaron Pico's getting a tough fight off the break, which I'm sure it's great for the fans. Yeah. Obviously, these guys are so accomplished in their divisions, but they get put in the UFC and right away UFC wants them to fight. It's kind of crazy.
Them to fight, the top guys, man.
What about the Benson Henderson fight?
I was gonna say real quick. I gotta say one of the coolest things about the Strikeforce fight was after the fight was over, I turn around, Chuck Norris is in there, dude.
What?
He's holding. Yeah, it was his 65th birthday, so they brought him in as a guest. Athlete. He was front row. Next thing you know, he turns around and my brother's like, "Yo, Big J's like Chuck Norris behind you, bud." He puts the belt on me. I'm like, "Holy shit!" I look behind me. He's like, "Congratulations, young man," and I totally fanboyed out. I'm like, "You're Chuck Norris." He's like, "Yep," and that's all I can say, dude. I literally I just won the belt. Didn't know what to say, man. But
why you didn't ask him how you come up with the idea for the push-up?
Right?
Because he invented the push-up.
He's right here.
Chuck Norris?
I think he's right to the right or left.
Damn. How old are you?
25.
That's Chuck Norris.
No, that's Herb Dean.
No, that's not.
That's Herb Dean.
That was Herb Dean. That wasn't Chuck Norris.
There he is.
Where?
I swear he's in there somewhere.
Oh, that's Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
What is it? What is the Ranger doing in there?
Yeah, but brother,
he presented you the belt.
Yep.
Bro, he looked good for 65. He was 65 right there?
Yep. Damn right he does.
Oh my.
He looked better than Bear. Bear, you need to step your game up. He's 65, killing it.
That's what we're doing, bro.
Well, I'm just saying. You look older than Chuck Norris.
That's what we're doing. I'm trying to grow my beard so I can fit in with the Hamzat crew. Hey, that's crazy. Herb Dean been reffing for ages.
Been around a long time.
Oh my God.
Man. Yep.
How was Herb Dean as a ref?
Herb does well.
You ever get into it with him?
Nope.
You You ever get into it with any refs?
Nope, not going to do you any good, man.
You ever get into it with any fighters?
Never.
Hotels, parties, taxis, anything?
Nope.
Wow.
I try to keep
Slate.
it cool,
I love
man.
it. This guy never has problems with
Well,
nobody.
I got one story. This motherfucker cock blocked me one time in the elevator in fucking Chicago.
Come on, when, dude?
Yeah.
I know those girls, and they took it wrong.
He knows the story already.
Yeah,
he
you
knows the
Yeah,
story.
'cause that
We
was
used to be
probably-
really good friends until he cock blocked me with those bitches.
All right, let's clear the air.
Hey, I was going dick all up in that girl.
Yeah, I'll tell you exactly what I told those girls because Big J was right there too, man. And Izzy, I said, why don't we all combine parties? Let's go out with the champ, man, because we had always been friends with Q.
That's not
man.
what they told me.
Exactly. Hey, you know how girls can be, man. I would never ever talk bad about my boy in front of two girls. Yeah,
All right. You know what? You're right. All right. You're right. All right.
I remember my dad was there. We were all like, man, where's Q?
Bro, this is the 5th grudge you've held for more than 10 years that the guest comes and you go, I guess it was just a misunderstanding.
No, because it makes sense though.
10 years? What do you mean? You said you...
Because she said some fucked up shit, but you know how girls like she didn't even have to tell me. Like, yeah, so what? I know you're a good looking chick. Guy's gonna hit on you. I don't care.
Always, dude. Yep, I was there. Yeah, dad, brother, Izzy was like, "Hey, man, what are you guys up to?" And they're like, "We're going to Quentin's." I'm like, "Let's go hang out with the champ too. You know, combine parties."
That's not what she said though.
Damn.
What did she tell
She
you?
was like, he said, yeah, fuck. He said, fuck Rampage. He
Never.
got plenty of bitches.
Never.
Man, some shit like that.
First of all, I don't talk about that about girls or in front of my dad. My dad was in the elevator.
No,
man.
she didn't say no.
Yeah.
She didn't say all that.
Yeah, I was there. With
She didn't say you
my
lose your
coaches.
dad.
Clay, this guy over here, he's been holding a grudge for... When
No,
was
I don't
this?
care. I don't care if people
When
hit
was
on-
this?
Years ago. I don't care if people hit on my chicks, but I was like, damn, why you had to bring me down just if you
No.
try to hit on? It was she was with another girl
Yeah, there
too.
was two good-looking girls. Yeah,
I was trying to fuck both of them.
Nah, damn
I'm
right.
glad that the podcast can bring two friends back together because you guys would be phenomenal on your kick stream. You guys
He don't
would
even know
go-
what streaming is.
Yes, he does. Clay, you go to this guy's house. He built a Taco Tuesday in his backyard. You ever been to Acapulco? You know, on Sunday
yeah.
they got all you can eat
Don't-
taco
don't
brunch.
listen to him.
That's what he built in his backyard. His pool's made out of rock. You know, meteorite from Mars. That's what he built
Don't
his
listen-
pool
don't
out of.
listen to this nigga.
You didn't?
Here we go.
What'd you build your pool out of?
I didn't build that.
Then why is your pool shaped as rock? Looks like a big giant.
It
coconut.
looked like the Flintstones.
Yeah, big giant coconut in his backyard with a water slide. You ever seen him jump into his own pool? Oh my God, he jumped in and hit his head right on the bottom floor. Best clip I've seen on the internet.
That was my dickhead.
Look at. This is Rampage in his backyard, dressed up as Chuck Norris.
It's like a grotto, dude.
Yeah, bro, it's incredible. It's a Taco Tuesday, and that's his chick. He
That
in
ain't
love.
my, that ain't my shit.
Hey, Clay, he in love now. Now you don't got to
no.
worry about the girls. He got one.
Look at this place.
I know. He looks like Blade, huh? When Blade was ready to go chop down all the vampires, all dressed in black, all like crazy.
Why was I wearing that shit that night?
I don't know. You think you were a cowboy for a week, remember?
Yeah, I was a cowboy for a week.
He was. He walked in here with a lasso, started lassoing
No,
Jarrett. I
no
said, why you
lasso.
lasso Jarrett? That's the guy who helps us with the product. He runs all the influencer
No lasso.
content.
I do
Jared.
need a lasso though.
Yeah,
I do need a lasso.
if we oh my God, look at this chick. Oh my God, you look like Neo.
How I was just gonna say.
Morpheus, right?
Hey,
you look like
Wayne,
Morpheus.
turn this shit up.
Wayne, why Rampage look like Morpheus?
All right, man. I should have came. I should have came to talk to you.
So are we all good? Is the air cleared now?
I'm like, dude, never, man. Yeah, boy. Hey,
Nah.
what do they say? Bros before?
Bros before hoes.
Oh, man.
I'm glad we could clear the air. That's what the podcast does. We bring people together.
Always.
People think that just because that whole thing with the whole like, you know, that guy, remember? But
was
it's
that?
like, you know, remember when you got the issue? But now it's like we bring everybody together. This is what happens when you do a podcast. You bring on a lot of people, a lot of legends like yourself. Rampage is, you know, a glorified pioneer of MMA. You do something wrong, you're under a microscope.
Big time.
You know what I'm
Very
saying?
skewed.
And I'm here to give you a platform to talk about whatever you want today. So
I wasn't gonna bring it up. Why you even? He's trying to call shit.
no, because you was moping around all day. I see you over here in your brand. He only wears the white Pro Club when he wants smoke. Brings him back down to his younger days. He goes, I used to wear this Pro Club when I was ready to scrap him for the liquor store. I go, what are you going to scrap with Clay Guida? I go, we one team. He goes, no, but when I'm with the Pro Club, they know I'm in business. I go, why are you talking like that anyways? He goes, oh, right?
What was Pro Club, man?
I don't know. He's just the name of this.
That's the name of the brand?
It's where he
Okay,
buys
man.
his T-shirts from the liquor store. They're called Pro Clubs.
This,
Get
this
the
is
40s.
this Santos studio.
Yeah.
And he called it Pro Club, but I didn't know he knew what I was wearing because he don't say Santos nowhere. How you know? How you know
Look
this
sharp with
Santos?
the black chain,
He
dude.
always looks fresh, right? He's been looking good. As he gets older, he's starting to look fresh.
Yep.
You
I
and
remember-
Uriah Faber both got that thing about you where you keep looking younger as you get older.
Is it stem cells?
Yeah, for
I haven't done that,
Peptides,
man. No,
Steroids,
nope, never done those.
something.
I got-
He's on
I got-
steroids. You can tell he's not on. You can tell he's natty.
You natty.
That's it, buddy.
You still in the USADA testing pool?
Nope. No, so once you get released by the UFC, boom.
Wait, so talk to us about that, because you're a glorified legend.
Yep.
Everybody who loves MMA has respect for you.
Yep.
You deserve all the shine and all the flowers. What is it? Do you go to Dana and say, okay, I'm ready to go do other things? There's another league that wants me, or is it time to part ways? How does that come to an end?
Man, I tell you what, I'm not really sure. I'm still recently retired, I guess. It happened in January. They didn't renew our contract, which, hey, after, you know how it is in any professional sport, you got to win. So I was on a 3-fight skid, and then saw something, something on the internet. Clay Guida had been released from the UFC. I was like,
They didn't even tell you?
but
Wait, they didn't tell you?
That ain't right, though.
then I talked with them, and it was all good. There was an understanding there. And, here we are. I still want to compete. I love the sport. I'm 43 going on 23. I'm in better shape now at 43 than I was when I was 23 when I first started fighting. And I'm just excited and pumped that I got to be with the UFC for as long as I did, man, because not many people. I've heard a stat that they say the average career in the UFC is like, I thought it was 3 years. Some people say it's 3 fights. So,
Are you serious on 3 fights?
yeah, because you've heard people,
Yeah.
2 and through, you lose 2, you're probably not going to get that third. You put on a couple good fights, exciting ones. Maybe you go 1-1, they'll give you that third one. Or if you take a fight on short notice, or if you fight a stud on short notice, they'll bring it back. So, we're.
How you feel about bare knuckle?
Man, those dudes are wild. It's crazy. I tell my mom and dad I'm not doing it. But
I don't think I could do it, but
it's crazy.
it's crazy.
Could you do bare knuckle?
I think I could do anything. Would I do bare knuckle? I don't think so.
What's your price? Everybody got a price.
Yeah.
My price is $5 million. They would never pay me that.
Dude, you see, the champ deserves that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I break my fist.
You hit so damn hard, you project so much
Oh, wait.
power.
Yeah.
Dude, these guys
Mighty
will
Mouse.
fall.
Mighty Mouse is FaceTiming us. Mighty.
The
Clay
champ.
Guida.
The champ.
Clay Guida.
Rampage Jaxxon.
What's up, man? You on vacation?
No, that's Rampage.
I'm out here fishing with my
So
son.
funny. He said,
Oh,
come
you're
and
fishing?
Tate. I didn't know that's
What are you
Rampage.
fishing with, man? I own a fishing lure company. We're gonna send you some.
No, you do.
We're gonna send you some baits, man. I'll get your address or your number after this from Bear, man. We'll send you guys out a box of baits for you and your son.
All right, sounds good. I'll let Tyler know.
Where you guys at?
He
You
asked
up
me
in-
a goddamn day before I get here, so I'm.
Are you up in
I'll
Washington?
jump to it.
Are you up in? Are you live in
Washington,
Washington?
sir.
Okay. Yeah, we'll send you some. We got the swim baits, like soft plastic swim baits. We got bass lures for you, man. G-Rap baits, man.
Rampage
Check 'em
wants to
out.
go fishing with you for the day for a stream on a Duffy.
Yeah, I don't know how to fish.
Oh,
Yeah, we
shit.
throw
You
Rampage
do?
in there as
We
the
know how to
bait. We
fish,
catch
bro.
ourselves some
We put
shark.
He's
Hey,
just trying to try to
that's
pick
I
up
was
my life the
joking.
whole
That's
fucking
right.
time.
Hey, Mighty. Yeah, you don't want to go. Hey, Rampage, I don't want to go on a boat. Rampage, you going to sink the boat. Mighty, don't say that about him.
Wow, did Mighty Mouse say that?
Don't say that about him.
out.
Well, I used to be a big fan, Mighty.
Goodbye.
Hey, Mighty, quick question. Rampage thinks that only Mexicans do construction. And I told him, well, Mighty Mouse was a construction worker before he won 37 world championships.
Yeah, not only Mexican people do construction, Rampage. Hate to break it to you.
I didn't say that.
Oh, you didn't? We're going to clip the podcast.
I'm a construction worker. My
You
family
never did
owns
construction.
My family owns construction companies back home.
They built the pyramid. The pyramid of Memphis.
Wow.
The pyramid of Memphis.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Where the Bass
Hey,
Pro
he's
is
been
at. You know where
training.
the Bass
He's
Pro
been
Shops
training
is?
death
Yeah.
sentence. Real quick, we had a question
my
about you.
family helped build it. I was there. I helped build it.
That's wild.
He's telling the truth. Hey, quick question. We watched death sentence fight. You've been training him. How did you get him to be so technically sound?
Well, he didn't do the right stuff when he had that choke against Zachary. We'll be dropping that video on Thursday or Friday, and you guys will look for yourselves.
Okay, we'll watch it. But congrats on all your training, and we hope to see him fight Umar or Marab soon.
Oh, God, that never fucking happened. Nerds.
Later, champ.
He's been working on death sentence for 6 months. Hey, pull up death sentence.
Hey, do you know who Death Sentence is?
Do you know who he is? He wears the Pokemon, Pikachu, Mortal Kombat, Goku headband.
Yes, now I know who it is.
Yeah,
Pull it up.
That guy's hilarious.
He's so funny.
I'm
and
a fan of his.
I'm a fan of him and Mighty Mouse's videos. But this is this weekend he fought. Can you pull up his fight this weekend? Go down right there, the shorts.
No, he fights
Abu
like
Dhabi card.
backyard shit.
Yeah, what's he fight?
It's just this weekend. Just type in death sentence fight. He fought this weekend. So this guy, Mighty Mouse, has been training him in a park. And there's a video of Mighty Mouse just teaching him basic combination. And Mighty Mouse is like, my other left.
love in a park.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, this one. I think it was this one, right? Just fast forward to it. But basically, Mighty Mouse decided upon himself to take this guy underneath his wing and try to turn him into a UFC legend. Look at him, even the way he
weighs like 105 pounds.
And he's 6'2". Oh, I've seen this cage. Or these
you got audio on this so Rampage could hear. And I think Mighty's right there in the corner wearing the Santos Studio t-shirt. Shout out to Mighty Mouse and the Jaxxon chain.
He pushing everybody.
Look at him.
Oh, Mighty might have to get in there.
Oh, scrapyard.
Get Mighty in the corner.
Yeah, I see Mighty.
Is that Armin in the background with the glass on?
Is that Mayhem?
Mayhem.
Oh boy,
Jason Herzog.
It's like a little mayhem right there.
Yeah. What?
Jason Herzog is the ref.
Huh?
Jason Herzog is the ref.
Who's that?
So where is this venue?
It's like in a backyard.
Before, yeah.
I have no idea where is it.
Oh my goodness! Wow, look at that.
Jump
Take
guillotine.
long.
Dude,
He's wearing the ninja outfit. It's
The Randy
awesome.
Brown one-arm choke.
If he would have known how to do the rear naked,
He would have
have
been done already. He would have been over.
Yeah, he don't even know how to do the damn thing.
Bro, this guy just jumped guillotine like Dustin Poirier off the
Immediately.
ring.
That was
Oh my
pretty
God.
sweet.
Oh, and they went to the ground.
I love its turf, dude.
Oh my
That's
God.
got to feel real good,
Fighting at the center 50 like that.
right?
And fighting in socks is
That's
diabolical.
crazy, Rampage. That's a great point. But you could see his longness. He's not really
Both
using
fighting
it right.
Socks.
They both.
No, you think?
Oh
it's
no,
socks.
dude. Oh,
Look at
he
that.
Kicked him off of him.
Look at him.
And then he
slapped
threw
his
a
own
glove at
glove.
him. He threw a glove at him. He's using projectiles. Oh, he's already gassed. See, the cardio right here is crazy.
Uh-oh, hands on the knees.
Oh, no. What do you do when you see someone gassed in a fight? You just go?
It gives you a boost.
Oh, they're just scrapping. Mighty, he
Like,
forgot
early.
everything he learned
He's
from
swatting
Mighty.
flies out there.
He forgot everything he learned from Mighty. Mighty, you did not teach him this. Hell no, Mighty did not teach him this. Oh, he's doing the hammer
Look at-
punch.
dude.
Holy Kung Pao
I'm
chicken.
not gonna say anything because my son Roger thinks
Yeah.
he's autistic.
Why? No.
No, yeah, he thinks Death Sentence is autistic.
That sentence is a gangster. Look at him. He stands right in the center of fire
Look
and
at
he's
that.
ready to
He
face
landed that
anything
long
that
jab.
comes his way.
Bro, he fights like he's autistic.
No, he fights like he's coming down with a fury fist, like if he's Thor's hammer. He's ready to lay that
Bro, that's
thing
how
on
the girls
table.
used to fight in high school.
No, bro, he's got that
flies, dude.
he's
No,
got that
yeah.
slinky style where he
No,
wants
come
to have that retractness to him.
He fights like an autistic.
What would you do, Clay Guida, if you had to fight Death Sentence? Clay Guida, come on. Mighty's gonna take this as notes for his podcast. Rampage, what would you do if you had to fight Death Sentence? Be honest. You see this guy right there, you in the backyard.
Bear hug him.
Yeah, Memphis backwoods. What are you doing to this
I
guy?
don't know, man. You can't
Tell
beat,
me.
You can't beat a guy up like that, right?
No?
Yeah, you feel bad. You feel
feel bad?
Yeah, you feel.
Do you maybe just like grab and wrestle with him and let him kind of
Liver shot?
take you down a little bit?
Death Sentence.
Oh, he got a body
Look,
shot?
Look,
No.
look at that. Come on, look at that.
Oh, he kicked him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
He's a good actor too.
Yeah, he's out of cardio. He's out of gas.
Yeah.
Do you think Mighty felt comfortable being in the fans knowing his fighter lost in front of everybody?
I'm gonna tell you something. Mighty Mouse is really smart. But Mighty Mouse has a big heart. I kind of felt like Mighty kind of knew that he was gonna lose, but he still like
Supported
Showed
him.
up.
He was there
him and
for him.
stuff
He was
like
in his
Yeah, because
corner.
he's right there. Look at him. Mighty's right there. He's like, we'll give him next time, champ.
Man, he took that back like right now. That was
I'm
within
surprised
5
Mighty-
seconds.
You know what would have been the ultimate play if Mighty just jumped in and said, I'll take his spot.
Let
You
me
know?
finish from here.
Yeah, let me handle
Tag
it.
team back again.
Yeah, beat up Biff the Bully over here from Back to the Future.
Well,
Look, he did crack him a couple times.
yeah, he cracked him. But how long did Mighty Mouse train him for him to be
Oh, they've
swinging
had
like
a
that?
long camp. I think they even went to Dagestan together. They've had a long
He should have
camp.
left him there.
Rampage, that's not nice. That's
2-3
not nice.
years.
You're working on a lot of fighters in the UFL yourself. That's not how you treat a new fighter.
Take him to Dagestan.
Oh, Mighty's the one who raised his
Yeah.
hand. Oh, that's crazy. He turned teams.
Mighty jumped ship.
Mighty, okay, Mighty, you can't do all that.
Mighty jumped ship. I bet Mighty never talked to. He never talked to Death Sentence.
He's like,
again.
oh, I'm out of here.
Mighty's now training this little Cody Garbrandt kid. That's who Mighty's training next now. Mighty's recruiting.
Oh, for a second I thought that was the dude that owned Facebook.
Bro, Zuckerberg's not fighting Death Sentence.
I thought Zuckerberg was
He
fighting
does
Death
jujitsu.
Sentence.
right?
He did his first jujitsu match. He snuck into a jujitsu competition without nobody knowing.
How'd he do?
Balled out. He did great. But he's been training with all kinds of people.
years. He's been
Yeah,
training for
yeah.
years
Gordon Ryan, I heard, trains him.
Oh, yeah.
He trained with Volkanovski.
And you know, someone dedicated, like they're dedicated to business, is going to do really, really well in jiu-jitsu
Yeah.
or any martial art.
100%.
Tell me about your fishing company. What's the name of your fishing company?
Man, Gills and Thrills with Guida. Yeah, so I started a fishing guide service where We take our clients fishing all over the world, all over the country, down in Florida where we live. We put them on trophy fish, tarpon, Goliath grouper, sharks.
Sharks?
Yeah, so we got a pro staff of athletes. Randy Couture has been down there with us to fish. Uriah Faber, Chad Mendez, your boy Dan Henderson, Tito. Tito lives in Cape Coral now.
Oh, Tito love fishing.
Is he
time,
good?
man.
He always posts these photos with like
Very.
60 fish, and it always says, "You bought these at Whole Foods." And I never know. Did he buy them, or is it
Nah,
like him catching?
Tito's
Tito's
good.
as advertised, yeah.
He's nasty.
Yep.
Who's the best MMA fisherman?
Tito's one of them.
Wow.
Yep, that's how good he is. So he was a deckhand when he was living down here in Huntington Beach. When he was a teenager, he loved it so much. He's like, man, I was broke, so I was a deckhand, so I could work around fishing boats, be around them, learn how to work on them, and then go out and fish for free too with these charter services. Man, he's dedicated.
Honestly, right now, what makes a good fisherman? Because it's all luck, right?
No, there's a lot more skill to
How?
it than luck. Man, you have to be able to trick a fish and to be able to eat either a live bait or a dead bait or artificial bait, man. There's a lot to it. You have to be able to find these fish. You have to locate them. You have to know the tides.
How do you
have to
find
know
fish?
Mood phase. There's these electronics. There's computers now. You know what I mean? They can use. Otherwise, you just use your old school intuition. Back in the day, these dudes didn't even have, before computer days, you'd see pictures of guys holding up these giant tuna. There was no electronics back then. So a lot of it is just, a lot of time on the water, time spent and just driving around and losing a lot of bait, losing a lot of, chum, a lot of lures and, just kind of figuring it out. So,
Ain't the tunas, ain't they very expensive now? You can sell them for a lot of money.
big time.
Tuna?
Yeah, there's a lot of money in fish.
Yep.
Oh, I've seen a TikTok actually with this sushi chef with a samurai sword cutting this
It
massive.
was awesome. I know.
Yeah, what video is, or what is that? What kind of fish is that?
That's a big tuna.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
why is it
big
so
bluefin.
expensive?
Watch that show, Wicked Tuna. They'll tell you why. I mean, they're delicious. A lot of people like sushi. Look at how expensive sushi is. It's just a very sought after fish. It's delicious. It's good for you.
There's also
You sell the fish you catch?
Nope. That's commercial, man.
Well, I don't understand.
No, that's what the commercial fishermen do.
Oh, so you're not. So what'd you do with the fish you
so,
catch?
yeah, so we run our charter service all over the country, and we customize trips to our clients' liking. They want to catch a sturgeon out in California Delta. We take them out there. We take them fishing on the Delta, and catch them a big old dinosaur because these things they're Jurassic. They're even older than Jurassic fish. These things are like 10 million years old. It's crazy.
How is it still swimming around if it's 10 million
Wait,
years old?
Jurassic?
Because they're protected. They keep reproducing, and after all these years,
10 million.
You're telling me you caught a fish and you ate it and it's 10 million years old?
This shit got to be
I didn't eat
nasty.
it. I
10
didn't
million.
eat it.
Yeah, ain't no way I'm eating that.
Yeah.
I know what
That's how
I
you get
mean.
gingivitis.
no, you guys heard of smoked sturgeon before, right?
You smoked the what?
Smoked sturgeon. A sturgeon. Look up a
And
sturgeon.
that fish right there, 10 million years old.
No, that's a big bluefin tuna. That is probably a $5,000 fish on that show, Wicked Tuna, maybe 10,000.
And you don't sell it. If you catch something like that, you're not going to sell it.
Nope, we bring those things home and we feed our family and friends with them.
Don't take black folks fishing. We'll sell all that shit.
That's crazy that you don't sell it. Wait, I saw this viral video on TikTok. I was actually looking up Rampage streams and this video just popped up and it was this guy getting yelled at because he caught a fish and there was a bunch of weights in it. Have you seen that video?
For sure. Those two guys, those walleye fishing,
Yeah,
they were in
what
a
happened?
tournament. They got banned forever from tournament fishing. They're being ridiculed because they cheated and they got caught and they've been doing this wasn't the first time. They've been doing it for years. What they did is they took weights, like a sinker weight, and they were shoving in their boat. They were shoving them in the mouths of these fish. So when they brought them up on the scale in front of everyone, they would weigh more. Finally, someone called them out at the weigh-ins right there, and they cut these fish open, dude. And there was like 5 different weights, and the one dude ran, left his teammate there, left his buddy there. Yeah, left him.
Wait, pull this video.
You gotta see it.
Wait,
Oh,
pull this
fuck
video of the weight. So why would they stuff the weights in the fish?
Oh,
though?
because you get big prize money, and these guys have been winning tournaments for years. So yeah, some of these tournaments are anywhere from 5 to 30 to 50 grand. These guys were very, very good walleye fishermen, and someone finally caught them in public at a tournament, and the one dude almost got his ass beat. I heard his other buddy left him in the
The
dust
video
and
has
took
like
off.
10 million views, and it's like a short on Instagram. Yeah, those are the weights.
there it is.
And there was
Shady.
but some other team had been like accusing them of years, and they were like standing on this stage yelling at him, saying like, "I would never do that." And the guy's like, "Give me your fish." He grabs it and he just starts slicing it open.
Guts and
Bro, it's
all
the
those
craziest
weights
thing. I
fell
thought it
out.
was fake at first. I'm like, "There's no way they got away with this." So those eggs are weights, and they
The
stuff the
things on the
fish.
right are weights. Those are big,
oh,
heavy tungsten weights, lead weights.
I would have said that's AI.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought this was fake.
I'm like, yeah, no, I would have right there. I was like, no, those are AI. Right then and there, they caught me. You can blame anything on AI now.
That's crazy. Have you ever done fishing competitions?
Yep, I just fished a tournament a couple weeks ago. I was down at the ICAST. It's the world's largest fishing convention in Orlando, Florida. So I got to fish with a legend in the fishing world. His name is The Big Show, Terry Scroggins.
It's that first one right there. Yeah, click that.
Yeah.
So you have volume? This is the craziest video, dude.
You putting weights in a little bit of fish too?
Look at it. The place goes nuts, man.
That's stupid to put in a little fish because you can tell no weights that much.
Yeah.
So they were just claiming that.
For years, these guys were doing this too. They won thousands. Like these guys are really, really good walleye fishermen.
Why is he just standing there like he doesn't know what's going on? Like he knows what he did.
Yeah.
Oh, he was embarrassed. What do you think? He was never going to get caught? That's crazy
Push
work.
the limits, man. Finally, someone had the balls to call him out. Like, if you would think someone's doing something, wouldn't you be like, "Hey, man, let's check that fish one more time. Here's my fillet knife, man. My old X-Acto knife."
Yeah, that's crazy. You'd think they would do that on site. Yo, the lightweight division has always been like a Shark Tank.
Yep.
How would you rank like today's top 5 versus like the guys you faced in your prime?
Man, it's hard to say. I think Quentin can talk on this too. The best lightweight of all time, 1 or 2, I got to say, if you look at times in the sport and records or times in the sport and who they fought, but BJ Penn's still top 1 or 2, man.
Without a doubt.
I don't care what anyone says. Who he beat, he went up in weight class and fought some guys, went up and didn't he fight Machida at 205? Or was that at heavyweight or was that 205?
It was a different organization. That was in Japan. I think it was like
It was like
K1.
205 or heavyweight.
It was
it was a
205.
catchweight.
Yeah, it was like a catchweight 205.
Yep. And then in how he was beating people, he was finishing everybody there for a while. He was beating all these other guys. And then you got to go with, Khabib's obviously the number 2 for sure, maybe number 3. I always loved, Frankie Edgar from what he did.
Wow.
Being, him and I were the smallest lightweight in the UFC for years. And he was beating guys that were way bigger. Gray Maynard, the Ben Henderson fight, I think, went back and forth. Those were so super close, I think. Went up and beat BJ handily 3 times, to beat the best. He wrote the blueprint on how to beat BJ. That's what we had to use to beat BJ because the dude hits like a freaking Mack truck.
Yeah, you fought BJ, which was an incredible fight.
And dude, I tell you what, I've lost fights where I didn't look as bad as I did after I fought BJ. We fought in Rio, Brazil. And dude, we were both next to each other. We fought in the Olympic arena because they had the Olympics there in 2016. So we had the fights there, and then they put us next to each other back where they're stitching you up. And dude, both of my feet, I thought I broke my foot from kicking in the head. I had cuts here. My knees were gashed. Like it looked like I had lost a fight. And like I said, I'd lost fights where I didn't look that bad. But yeah, he's got just a tough ass coconut head, man.
No, I didn't know he hits really hard. I had no idea.
Very hard. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying I didn't know. I just thought
Yeah.
I know he had good striking, but I didn't know
his
that.
boxing, he hits like a Mack truck.
He trained with Coach Jason Perillo, and his boxing was so crisp, so sharp. I mean, Coach Perillo always talks about BJ's work ethic, BJ's ability. They came up together. I mean, when he met BJ.
And everyone knows this is towards the end of his career. You know what I mean? But remember back in the day, when he fought Sean Shurik, his hands were so crisp, man. And he just, he picked Shurik apart. Jens Pulver, the second time they fought. I mean, he was beyond his time, I think. When he first came on the scene.
What's going on with BJ right now? Do you guys think it's CTE? Because I don't know if I really believe it. I joke around about like I got it, but I've been this way my whole life. I started smoking weed too young, and it probably fucked up my memory and shit. But
right.
Do you think he took a lot of punches in his career over the time?
I don't know, man, but I feel for the guy, and I hope he's all right, and hopefully his family can help take care of him, or he can straighten out, man, because the guy's just a legend. You hate to see someone
Coach Perillo's been helping him out and trying to talk to him every day, and I think it's just a mix of things, but I think the biggest thing is just making sure you have good people around him and try to keep him, straight and narrow. The guy's like an MMA legend, and like Joe Rogan, everybody has said it, like BJ at his prime was the toughest dude on the planet, one of the greatest to ever do it, the double champ, the guy who literally got his black belt in 3 years, the real way, a phenomenal just mixed martial artist who understood the game and put the game on his back. I mean, there was a time where BJ was probably one of the most famous people on the planet, in terms of this fight life. I mean, he built the brand Ruka basically off his back.
Sure did.
But I mean, it's like you see him towards the end of his career. Obviously, they're just taking fights and doing what he does. But BJ's such an icon. I've had the pleasure of having him here and being friends with him for years because of Perillo. And he's just a legend, dude.
Yeah. Do you believe in CTE? Do you think?
Yeah,
it's a
of
real
course.
thing?
Of course, you have to.
But more in football than
Yes,
MMA,
but it's
though,
just
right?
trauma to your mind. Your mind's not, your brain is not meant to be rattled. And when you're fighting, your head's getting hit and your brain's rattling in a small cage. And it's sitting like in a bed of water, kind of. Let's just put it like that. I'm not a brain surgeon, but that's the best way to explain it. And when it rattles, there's damage that's done. And let's just imagine like it's a piece of a car or something. And if it doesn't go exactly back the way it is, you're technically damaging it forever.
But you don't see it that much in MMA, though. You see it more in boxing and football.
Right, because I think it's still
It's just a
mixed martial is
deterioration.
still so premature. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's only been around for 30 years. So I still think you're gonna not see as many athletes with it in mixed martial arts yet until hopefully not in the later years. But
I think we don't get it.
we're not
as
getting
much.
hit as hard. Not many people hit like Quentin Rampage Jaxxon. You know
But then you could finish a fight with submissions and other stuff.
It's one of the safest sports out there. And people who understand the sport, they realize that. People that don't know the
Yeah.
sport think, it's just that we're barbarians.
Yeah.
But no, football for sure. Those guys are animals there. And I call them human car accidents every single play just about. Those guys are more prone to have CTE.
Without a doubt.
And,
Yeah.
Because they're
further
meant to
damage.
just ram each other. Like it's just, it doesn't, I get it. And they're obviously trying to change the rules. But that literally is just head-on collision. Obviously, they're changing the rules.
Have you ever been rammed?
I've been in a Dodge Ram.
Oh, okay.
Great horsepower.
But, hey, we had
Ramrod.
we had John Jones' brother on. People saying he had CTE. What's his name again?
Chandler Jones.
Yeah,
Great guy.
but I just thought he was high. I didn't
Well,
think
he probably has a little bit of both. But sometimes what ends up happening is just the trauma from your brain, the pain, the body aches, and everything kind of cumulative together doesn't allow you to maybe have a perfect thought process is the best way to say this, trying to be politically correct here. But I just think that not everybody adapts to recovery. Like Rampage, you're very healthy for the battles you've been through. You talk very well. You say the most outlandish things, but
I
that's
do
by
that.
choice.
Yeah, I do
and you still have a good, let's just call it overall digestive and healthy body system, and your skin, like you're still healthy compared to almost everybody in your division or weight class. Your neck's not broken. Look at Bisping, like 10 surgeries in his neck just to walk around.
Yeah. Tito got
Look at
spine
him,
problem.
healthy.
He's healthy, yeah.
Yeah, so not everybody has that, but these are battles. Oh man, watching
even just that.
Watching you fight BJ is crazy though. Did you feel like you knew you weren't fighting him prime BJ though, right?
100%,
Yeah.
man.
So did it feel differently though, fighting a guy like man, I've watched you. You're probably a lot more dangerous than this, because seems like towards the tail end of this fight, you were kind of just doing your thing, right?
Yeah, for sure. And when he hit me, man, he teed off on me and boom, cut here. I'm
Like the
damn.
power doesn't leave. Rampage always says that.
Yep.
You could still feel it when you fought him.
Oh, and I remember once Joe Daddy Stevenson heard the fight was announced, he called me the next day. He's like, hey, watch out. BJ's got power, and he's got this rear uppercut that he throws. And that's what clipped Joe when Joe got dropped immediately in the fight, and then he got the cut. He's like, watch it. He sits on it. He hides that rear uppercut, and that's what dropped him, man. So I was waiting for that, and we trained for it.
Did you
BJ
train a lot of
sneaky.
jiu-jitsu?
Oh, yeah, because we thought eventually we would get him down, and everyone knows this dude is hard to take down. I think GSP, it took St. Pierre a while to take him down too. BJ's like, he's a natural. Once he's connected to that cage right there, he is really, really hard to take down. And it took GSP a while to get him down to the ground. So we thought eventually we would get him down and he was going to try to throw up a triangle, try to sweep us, anything, We thought that would be like his last line of defense.
Rampage, you ever train with him?
BJ, no, I never trained with him. Over the years in MMA, I didn't like training that much. I only trained with like my crew when it's time for me to train. I wasn't going around training with a whole lot of people. So I can say it's a lot of MMA fighters out there that I wish I would have trained with, but I never did.
You fought a lot of big names, right? Anthony Pettis, Oliveira, RDA, Chad Mendes, Jim Miller, Michael Johnson, Kenny Florian, Brian Ortega. Is there a name that left you like a little bit astonished? Like, damn, this guy is a lot better than I thought he was going to be. Is there one name that speaks out on that list? Because, you fought a lot of really big names.
Pettis had the best jiu-jitsu of all the guys. He
way.
He was really, really good off his back. He was so tricky, and he wasn't even a black belt at the time that we fought. I thought Marcus Aurelio, black belt. He beat Gomi. Who I ended up fighting. He was a gnarly black belt. Who else? Nate Diaz, high level black belt. I wasn't not impressed with his jiu-jitsu off his back. That's why I got him in that full Nelson. The old Father Nelson, some might say. Anthony Pettis, when I would take him down, that dude was so tricky. He would go from like arm bar to triangle. I was like, okay, cool. I got to go on the feet with this guy. And that's the last place I wanted to be, was on the feet with, Anthony Pettis, who had, one of the just a phenomenal striker. The kick heard around the world against Ben Henderson.
Were you worried about that kick?
Damn right, man. And Coach Jaxxon and Winklejohn, they're like, Clay, you cannot give this guy any more distance than arm length distance. You have to be close to him, or you have to be really, really far away. You know what I mean? There's no B range here, man. If he's at the end of your hand, that dude's going to kick you or try to kick you. And I remember at the end of the fight in the third round, he did one of these. Same thing I did with Diego. I backed up to the fence for a second, and then Pettis came in with like a sidewinder kick or 360 kick, and it barely missed. I remember I kind of flinched and I just closed my eyes for a second, which you're not supposed to do in a fight. And yeah, it like barely like grazed my elbow, dude. But if that would have got me right here in the liver, game over, you know?
Damn.
The dude's just so technical, and he does stuff people don't see. So you don't really know how to train for it except get the heck out of the way. You know?
Have you ever met him?
Who? Anthony Pettis? No. I tried to get him on the pod.
What do you say? Fuck you.
No, he's cool. He's like, yeah, I'll come on.
He's a good dude.
Him. Yeah, he's a good
AP's
dude.
a great guy. His fight organization's doing well. It's really cool to see that, it's growing.
Hey,
Midwest guy.
Yeah, that remind me. What about John Jones and Mike show? They got that dirty boxing.
Yeah, Mike Perry.
Mike Perry.
Yeah, they got the dirty boxing.
That looks pretty gnarly.
Yeah, that's not bare knuckle. That,
And I like, so you can clinch guys. So is it a punch? Is it elbows too? Or is it just clinching?
I don't know,
and
but you
I don't know
can
about
clinch.
That's
And I don't know about ground and pound,
No,
but
you
I
do a
think
little
you're
bit.
allowed to do like 3 seconds of ground and pound. Like you could take, when they're on the ground, if there's like 3 seconds of action, they let it happen.
that's geared more towards my style, you know?
Yeah, Mike Perry would do a deal with you in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But also like, I think Bare Knuckle just signed Yoel Romero. Did you see that?
Again,
He's like 43, 40.
boy.
And I think no one has accepted a fight. I heard that the other day.
But he was in dirty boxing though.
Yeah, but I think because isn't Mike Perry back in Bare Knuckle? I think he's back in, yeah.
He's getting paid, man.
Yeah. I think Yoel Romero just did a full-blown deal with, Bare Knuckle said several fighters have already turned down Yoel Romero ahead of a dangerous debut. It's crazy. Did you also hear that video that news story that a fighter stabbed Yoel Romero with a samurai sword in 2022?
And it didn't
And
do anything
he
to
was
him?
acquitted for attempted second-degree murder. Did you hear this?
No, I
A
didn't.
full-blown samurai sword. I just heard this
The
the other
guy
day.
is one of the freakiest humans I've ever seen. He looks like a cartoon character, man. I mean, he was an Olympic runner-up. Like, the dude's a freak of nature. He beat Cael Sanderson, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. And I heard he spanked him, like tech falled him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen him run? Because his head doesn't move.
I've seen a video, yeah.
He's got the craziest body. He's just like so huge, dude.
It's gnarly.
Yeah.
I can't imagine why people are turning down the, fights.
He's in great shape. As we've seen this amazing career, kind of like now you're going into the next steps, figuring out where you're going to go, what you want to do. Do you have any fight that you wish you could have redone or had or didn't get in the UFC?
I always come back to the Nate Diaz fight, man, because that's a fun one. You know, two guys going at it, two guys in the sport that have, pretty much done everything except, won a belt. And that's always, it's always going to be a good, fun, exciting fight.
Yeah.
Nate and Nick are two of my favorite guys to watch in the cage. Those guys are savages. They fought everybody. They've done it all. And they always know we're going to put on fight of the night every single time we get in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we always wanted to fight the best. Everyone that looks at the list of guys, we were always fighting top 10 guys forever. You know what I mean? Whether or not, we were as good, as skilled, as technical as them. But you know what? Everybody knows we left it out there every single time.
Yeah, I look at kind of like the resume, and it's going to be very hard for people to beat that type of resume. And the years, the longevity. Is there like a overall secret for the longevity?
Man, just wrestling. Wrestlers are built differently. I don't care what anyone says, man. Once you've wrestled, once you've been through that fire so many times, you kind of become, it's like an armor. And I feel like, eating healthy, always be, working out, wrestling, running, fishing, being outside, and just, leading a healthy lifestyle, I think is, giving us longevity in the sport and being able to fight warriors for 19 years in the UFC.
Was there a lot of sparring towards the end of your career in your camps?
Man, we spar at Team Alpha Male. Uriah runs that gym like a Division I wrestling program, just to, how he has the guys, always wrestling. But guess what? The only way to get good at boxing, the only way to get good at doing UFC fighting, the only way to get good at sparring is by what?
Doing it.
By sparring it and doing it. There ain't no
Really?
There's
Yeah,
no way
he
around
has
it.
no idea what it takes to be a champion, a fighter. He's just a businessman. He don't put in that time in a cage. He don't put it in time in the ring, on a mat.
Do you want me to be a fighter too?
Well, you hang around nothing but
Well, I
fighters.
train with you because what he does, he beats me up. Yesterday we had Gary Payne Jr. here, legend NBA.
right. Yeah,
and his son's I mean, Gary Payne Sr. like is a legend, and his
awesome.
son's
Watched the
balling out.
Bulls, yeah, beat him
Rampage
at
beat me up,
95.
in front of him. Like, what am I supposed to do against Rampage? You know what I mean? It's all fun and games until he actually starts throwing punches. They hurt. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the same. People don't understand. Do you get that, Rampage? That not everybody can understand when they get hit by you. It's like it actually hurts. So I can
I
only
was
do.
giving you baby punches.
No, bro, but when I barely touch you, then you turn it up a notch. You get what I'm saying? You know how it is. So I just got to let him go. Because if I barely touch him, he going to really try to hurt me.
You ever train with TJ Killershaw?
Yeah, at Team Alpha Male. Unbelievable. What a freaky athlete, dude. Hits like a ton of bricks, man. Fast, powerful. He can wrestle, obviously. You know, he was a state finalist in California. He was run, you know, he's a great instructor. He's a great trainer. I mean, dude, TJ he's another one of the best, you know, 35ers that you talk footwork. I think him and Dominic Cruz, I think they had some of the best footwork that I've ever seen in all of mixed martial artists. Those guys were just how they were able to, you know, switch from southpaw to orthodox back and forth seamlessly, and they would just make it look easy. They would throw kicks. A lot of people, you know, I enjoyed watching both of them. And for a while, I said Dominic Cruz, most intelligent fighter for 10 years. You know, nobody could really hit that guy. He did so well for years, and now it's badass.
Tapuria?
Now the 135er. Damn, he's like number 3. Sanhagen.
Oh,
Corey
Sanhagen?
Sanhagen's a badass. I feel like Sanhagen has taken over Dominic Cruz's style and almost perfected it even more.
Wow.
You know?
How do you think he's going to do against Marab?
Is that fight announced? Is it
Yeah.
official?
It's official.
All right.
I believe it's official. Yeah.
Cool. All right. I'm pumped about that one. 2 of my favorite dudes going at it.
I like Marab and I like Sanhagen. I like both guys.
That's a tough one, man.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to happen.
got?
Good for Sanhagen finally getting, you know, that title shot.
Yeah, I like them both, but it'd be hard for me to go against Marab right now.
Right?
Yeah.
I think
Look at
Sanhagen's
what
super
he's done.
intelligent with fighting. His IQ's crazy.
Yep.
He'll think through the entire game plan, understand strategy. Executing it, though, against a guy like Marab who's going to just jump around the cage.
Yeah, steamroller, dude. It's
bro.
hard to track, hard to come up with, you know, where he's going to be next. You know he's going to shoot, but how is he going to shoot? What combination is he going to set up to take you down? He's just he's a freaking just a ball of energy, and he does not stop. That dude's in 10th gear when his opponent's in 1st gear.
Yeah, it's crazy to me. I got one more thing for you before I let you go is understanding like I would say the status quo of fighters, right? Understanding where fighters are going in their journey as competitors, athletes, you know, people in the cage, outside of the cage. You've seen so much throughout your career. How do you think a guy like Sugar Sean, who was like on top of the world, champion, you know, it seems like the UFC was ready to just give him the whole thing, just like they did for McGregor. Yep. And then he faces this like kind of an opponent that wasn't really meant to be there at the time. They thought it was like a feed me, keep him active, and then he wins. How do you think that demise kind of happened? Because then he gets the rematch and he kind of couldn't put it together. We didn't see the same energy. Right. Like you've seen this throughout your career. You've seen other fighters come in, come out. What do you think happened with that whole situation? Man,
I just feel like, you know, Marab was so, you know, mentally tough. And I believe, you know, him, you know, facing, you know, Sean O'Malley twice, that's only going to make Sean O'Malley that much tougher. We haven't seen the last of him, man. He's going to be around for a long time. He's young. He's in good shape. He's hungry. Guess what? He's pissed off and he's got something to prove now. You know what I mean? He knows the UFC is still behind him. He's got the flash. He's got the demeanor. He's got the work ethic. He's with a great gym down there in Arizona. His coaches are amazing. His teammates are awesome. You ain't going to hold that guy back. Is anyone going to beat, you know, Marab right now? Quentin just said it. Probably it's going to be a while, man. I think him and Ilia Topuria are guys that they're going to hold that belt for a long time. Those two in different weights, obviously.
Well, I think when Ilia faces Armin, the belt will go to Armin. 100%. What do you think, Rampage? 100%.
What'd you say now?
Ilia facing Armin. It goes to Armin.
Armin is.
Sarukian. Dude, that's the only guy, man.
How you feel? You think Armin can take him?
I think he's the best right now, dude. Because I consider Ilya a 45er still. I know he did just come up to 55, which is what a savage to do that. You know what I mean? Just like that.
Crazy energy, though.
For sure, man.
Walk around with the straps.
A real G.
Yeah, Armin's the only one that can beat Tapuria right now.
100%. There you go.
And then Armin, he'll have the belt for a while, huh?
No one's going to beat Armin's work ethic. The guy trains 3 times a day, always in weight, always on shape. All he does is take care of his body. Trains with Sam, TJ's guys. Trains with Cody, our guy. Coach Yogi, Bernardo, Jiu-Jitsu Cassie's here for Hamzat's, whole camp. I know people call it glazing, but it's just it's the facts. I'm here. I'm watching it in real time.
How good is Armin's defense? Because I'm telling you, I'm Team Armin. I like him a lot. But Topuria, his boxing is next level. His combos.
Best boxer, I think, in MMA history.
Yeah, 100%.
It's crazy
TJ
to
says
say
the
that.
same.
It's wild to say that for a guy that I didn't even hear about Topuria until a couple years ago, right before he fought my teammate Josh Emmett. And then I was like, whoa. Dude, best boxing in MMA history. And dude, where his hands are all the time, his head movement is so subtle. He dodges punches, he blocks punches, his hands are always up, and he's just right back in the pocket, and he just slowly stalks you down. And he's not the tallest, you know what I mean? We're probably the same height, and he's beating giants. And he's not just he's putting these guys down.
Like in great fashion. So
so
how is Armin's defense?
I think Armin has everything it takes to beat this guy. I think Armin's defense, yes, like you said it before, like you train defense, you liked being defensive, so you could be reactive. You were also very instinctual. TJ says it. But Armin has 2 things for him. He has phenomenal wrestling, but his distance, watch all his fights, the way he controls distance, like Topuria has to come to him. I don't think he wants to wrestle Armin. I don't think anybody wants to wrestle Armin. And then when he comes to him, Topuria has to be able to withstand a few, because Topuria will eat 1 or 2. He'll take it, and then he'll give it right back, but he gives it back real fast.
Topuria's chin is questionable, and his weakness is head kicks.
Okay. Well, I know.
The head kick one's crazy. That's a crazy call, because that is true. We watched it.
I know when I was watching Front Row, my teammate Josh Emmett fought Topuria. I was there with my dad and brother and everyone. And Josh Emmett, when he hits people, they go out. Multiple guys out cold. Josh Emmett hit Topuria with that same hook, and Topuria didn't even phase him. When you're that close, you can see a guy kind of shake it off, boom, and he just kept coming at him. So that's when I knew I was impressed. And I thought, I know he's got a chin.
That's a great point, because Josh Emmett lays people out.
Man, you saw what he did to Bryce Mitchell?
Oh my God!
I don't think
I scared me. I didn't think Bryce was going to be out of there without being stretched or be straight again.
Yeah, he just shut his lights off, and then I don't think Bryce Mitchell been the same since.
He had a phenomenal fight this weekend.
How did this fight go?
Phenomenal jiu-jitsu, phenomenal pace, phenomenal cardio. Everything about him this weekend was. I even texted him after the fight. I said, "Yo, Bryce, great cardio, great work."
Is he 2-0 since Josh knocked him out? I think Josh might have knocked something into him because he came back.
He lost the fight before this. He had fought. Who did he fight? The fight before this,
You're right.
He fought someone and lost.
He's 2-1 since then.
Yeah,
because he beat the Gracie. Did he beat Kron Gracie?
He beat Kron, then he lost to John Silva by submission.
Gotcha.
Right. Yep. The roofie, the nerd. And then he fought.
He roofied the nerd.
No, Roofie and the nerds. And then Nurmagomedov. Did you see him in the press conference though? I think it was a press conference. Super funny. He's like, send him to Arkansas for 2-3 years. He'll be fine. That's what Khabib says after every time someone. He's like, send him to Dagestan for 2-3 years. They'll be good. That's what he said.
He's sharp, man.
Bro, his wrestling and his jiu-jitsu, the way he was scrambling, getting back up, applying the pace. I love when people talk about you're gonna have trouble with cardio and pace against like guys like Armin and some of the Dagestanian camp, like the Khabib camp. And then you get Bryce Mitchell, who comes in, who flies people in. He trains off the grid in Arkansas.
Middle of nowhere.
Then he comes into the fight just ready to throw hands. Yep. See, and a lot of people on the podcast don't even know, me and Bryce Mitchell have been friends before the podcast, even after the podcast. We always talk and text. So I was already hitting him up like, yo, what a great fight. And we were talking back and forth. I got to get him back on this thing.
Yeah, I got a question, though. When did he get knocked out by
Josh Emmett? 2023, December 16th.
How was his interviews and stuff before that knockout? I don't remember.
Always funny, just a funny, goofy guy.
Always
pretty
him.
much, yeah.
Is it pretty much the same?
Yeah.
He didn't change up his interviews. He's talked about the same type of subject before that knockout.
Yeah, I mean he came out strong with getting the UFC to like redo their shorts with wearing those camo shorts, and then it made everybody want to wear camo shorts and like all kinds of custom shorts. But
that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, was he always on the same subject before that knockout? Nice. I don't remember him before that. I'm sorry. I just started back watching MMA to start doing this podcast. So it's a lot of stuff. It's a big gap, like 10 years.
When he fought Ige in September 2023, right? He fought Ige at UFC the fight night, Fivez or whatever, and that was in 2023 too. And I think he was already talking about the girlfriend he dated that was like a witch or something. Have you ever seen that video?
No.
Yeah, so like he always is just whatever's on his mind he likes to talk about.
But
How about you ever seen his commercial, the car commercial?
No.
Can we watch that?
Yeah, hey, pull up Bryce Mitchell car commercial.
This might be the funniest commercial you guys ever seen.
he's a car salesman?
He sells cars.
Oh, this
Hey.
one.
I mean, bro, he lives on a farm. He makes his own food, flies in his own camp. You got to appreciate the hustle.
This is the funniest 2-minute car commercial you ever seen, dude.
Let's
Raise the
think about
volume.
Oh, it's so good.
Bryce Mitchell, the greatest car commercial ever made.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, it's Bryce Stud Nasty Mitchell here. I'm a Drive On Time Motors, 900 East Line Road, Searcy, Arkansas, White County. They paid me to be here. These ain't my car, and I don't really care about them.
What the fuck?
He just kicked out a Corvette window.
One inventory in the state.
Number one inventory.
Oh, what's that? Well, never mind, but there is a lot of cars here.
There's a lot of cars here.
We got the number one prices in the state.
Number one prices.
Well, we can still get you a hell of a deal.
This is great. Oh, this is great. I love the shadow boxing around the Kia.
Rick's been smoking.
Smells good.
He's oh my God, he's shit. That's you got the 45 going to a car.
My testicles open with the drill. I had to drive myself to the hospital on my pickup truck. I really wish I would have had this Corvette. I would have made it on time.
He's just burning out a Corvette.
These cars ain't nothing fancy. They'll get you from A to B. If that's not what you want, you can see your way out.
What the fuck?
Oh, Brian.
That's funny. That was
Hey,
funny.
that was great.
That was funny.
This might be the greatest car commercial of all
That
time.
is the greatest
Yeah.
car commercial of all time.
I mean, and even the way, I'm glad it was filmed the way it was filmed and made the way it was made.
Everything.
Everything about that commercial is
But I'm telling you
100%.
something, I'm from that area. That's very Arkansas.
That's how it is, man. Very accurate, isn't it?
Wow,
Yeah.
Bryce Mitchell. I would have never thought he could do. Carmack should hire him as their new spokesperson. He would kill it.
He would kill.
He would kill it. I love the burning out and then the punching out the
rabbit
Corvette,
punches? Yeah.
punching out the Corvette window with his foot. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, listen, Clay. I appreciate you coming out here. A legend like yourself, deserves all the flowers. Like I said, a lot of people have grown up watching MMA. They've all seen your fights. They're all familiar with you. It's tough as nails, and you put on some amazing battles for us. So I appreciate you being here. I'm glad Rampage was able to clear the air about the grudge. He was very, very tight about, today. I think there was a little bit of nervousness. Not like we were going to do anything, but I could see he's like, well, what if, he comes here and tries to holler at my girls when my girl. So he made his girlfriend go home, and it's like, he ain't going to holler at your girlfriend. And, when's the last time y'all saw each other in the elevator? When was that? When was that?
That was 2013 we fought.
Okay, so let's say
Hey, you know what?
Chicago.
I think I was salty as fuck too because I lost that night.
Who'd you lose to?
I don't know. I never
Glover
won.
Teixeira in
Nah,
Chicago?
I never won in Chicago. I fought there twice and never won a fight there.
In Chicago, the Windy City?
Yeah, I
Well, you
can't
don't like
remember.
wind. You were telling everybody on the stream you get chapped lips when it's windy, so that's probably why. You probably were chafing and doing that. Thank you for coming.
Guys,
Make sure you
my
guys
man.
go check
My
out
pleasure.
Gills and Thrills with Guida. We'll put the link in the description.
Absolutely,
And
guys.
then you got to take Rampage out fishing for the live stream. I want to see him catch like a shark, and then I want to see him dive in the water and catch it with his bare hands, and then put it back on the boat. And
Why you had to go like this?
that's what you do. That's what you do on
that's
your
not-
stream.
no.
You're always like,
Man, fuck you. I ain't signed up
hey,
for
thanks
this.
for watching.
Thanks a lot,
Make sure you
guys.
guys leave a comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out the Jaxxon Behind the Brand show every Friday at 4 p.m. Bunch of behind the scenes of Armin, Hamzat, Khalil Roundtree's camp, and soon to be Jansen with jiu-jitsu and Marcus Buchech's next UFC fight. We appreciate you guys.
Thanks for the bling, guys.